Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 3 of the Bayer Leverkusen Career Mode series here on FIFA 18. Thank you for your continued feedback on yesterday's video. Mentioned that I was 99% sure I was going to go out and sign Alexander Golovin, and you guys were pretty resounding in your response saying, yes, Ches, definitely go and do that. So I will be signing the Russian central midfielder in this episode, providing that he actually accepts the contract I offer him and the club accept what. I'd rather not pay his release clause of 18.5, I think it was. I'll offer them just 11, what he's actually valued, and we'll see what they say to that. And they're going to accept it. Wonderful. Well, that's a perfect start, isn't it? What is he going to want wage-wise? We will have to wait and see what we have left budget-wise after this, which will dictate what we do for the rest of the window. Squad role, I'm going to say rotation. He should be happy with that. And indeed he is. 5 years preferably, if possible. And they're happy with that too. That's great. They don't want a release clause. It's also good. I'm happy with that. Right, wage-wise, he's on 31. Sorry, he's on 33. Let's offer him 43 and a signing on fee of £750,000. And we'll see what they say to that. Superb! Welcome to the club, Alexander Golovin. We have a new central midfielder. Aranguiz is currently my starting centre mid, but Golovin will go onto the bench and almost certainly be heavily involved in the majority of games this season. I'm really pleased with that. So far, we have brought in Golovin and we've also brought in Hakimi. So 2 signings to this point. Now, how much money have we got left? That's the question. There was some contention in the comment section with regards potentially selling on Bernd Leno still, although again I reiterate, I'm not going to sell, well, my intention isn't to sell Bernd Leno unless he goes in real life. Now, we've signed a central midfielder now and a wing back. Now what I could do is either look to sign another cam or another tap-minded central midfielder so that I can use Julian Brandt as a backup winger. So we have Kai Havertz as well. I'd be open to selling Core now if I am able to get an offer in for him, although it might leave me slightly short-handed playing personnel-wise, although, again, Dragovic can play at CDM if needed. So can Sven Bender, for that matter. So, with my minimal funds left, we've made 2 signings. We've had a good window so far as I'm concerned. What do I do? Pavard was actually a popular suggestion with you guys. He's just joined Stuttgart, so I can't sign him now, but we could go for him in January. Similarly with Alexander Isak as well, who was the striker I was contemplating going for. 69 rated currently. Emil Forsberg was very popular, but obviously out of my price range now. Rafinha apparently has just moved in real life from Vitória Guimarães to Sporting Lisbon. That wasn't one of the transfers I did, as it wasn't a main transfer when I updated a few before starting this save. So I will lean away from him for now. Ziyech was popular, but he's just joined Ajax. Tony Vilhena was also popular. I could go for him. He can play in a multitude of positions. Centre mid, cam. I could play him up top as well. Not up top, at left back as well, sorry. He's got 4-star weak foot too, which helps. He would be a good signing. But do I need someone in that position? I'm tempted now. I am sorely tempted to wait until January and see how the season's going, rather than spend everything now. Although we have got some more transfer offers and scout reports back now, so we can have a look. Loan for Pampalo from Freiburg for a year. I shall accept that. Just quite simply not going to play him, I don't think. So I might as well move him on. Right, let's have a look now at those players whose ratings we weren't too sure about. Pavard is 76 rated at 21 years of age. Centre back, right back, and CDM. We'll see how he grows. I might genuinely consider picking him up in January. Frank Fabra does look good. I am still quite keen on him, although 26 years of age. If I can sign someone younger, then that might be preferable. Conan is decent. A 75 rate, also from Vitoria Guimaraes. Max, I'm not sure about. Although, can play at left mid as well. Masuaku's decent. Masuaku's very decent, actually. At 23 years of age, 76 rated. He's a genuine contender. But, again, I might wait until January. I'm kind of torn at the minute. We made 2 good signings. Do I really need to go out and do anything else just yet? Johan Bakish is 77 rated. Very good physically. Technically can be improved upon, but would be a decent acquisition. Alenia, I'm not sure about. Although he can play in a multitude of positions. Ziyech, we can see his stats now. Technically he's very good. He's got a lot of traits too. He intrigues me actually, Hakim Ziyech, but again, he wouldn't be available until January. I think I'm going to wait. Depending on what offers we get in for the rest of the window, I think I'm going to wait until January before making any other moves. I'm actually going to throw Hakimi onto the bench here. I tend to not have a goalkeeper on the bench. Right, we have Bayern Munich in the first game of the Bundesliga season. That's in about a month's time. So I will head towards that now. And then we've got Hoffenheim and then it's transfer deadline day. So we'll head towards the Bayern game now. I think that might be me done for this first window. We have minimal funds left. I'm not... Oh, Shrek's rejected the loan move. Fine. We have minimal funds left. And I'm not sure if spending everything in this window is the right thing to do. We should perhaps play things... play a slower game. Play things tactically. And think, we might need someone in January if things aren't necessarily going our way. And if I haven't got the finances to do that in January, I will kick myself. So we'll stay as is for now. And if anything happens, I will bring it to you. If not, we will... If not, we will jump to the game against Bayern Munich. Do drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out any more of this series. I'm going to be recording some more World Cup stuff soon as well. So that's on the way. Transfer for Charles Aranguiz here as well. At present, I can't really afford to let anyone go, other than perhaps Bernd Leno, because I quite simply don't have the depth in the squad. Right, our Scout Future Star has returned with a right back who's 42 rated and has potential of 70 to 90. If he gets towards the 90, great. But at just 70 rated, that's not really a future star, is it? Not even close to a future star. 70 rated. Really, game? Let's see. 74 acceleration, 65 sprint speed. Technically, he's really bad. He's a right back, and he's got a slide and stand tackle of 23 and 22. 5-star weak foot, though. But, oh my lord. Right, I'm going to train him then, because, my god, could he do with some training? We'll train him. We'll train a couple of others too. I haven't actually looked at training yet. So if I train Oriana, our new right back, I could train Bailey, but I'd like to see how he grows. Hideki we shall take off the bench now and put in Baumgartlinger. And do that. Who do I train? I'm going to train Oriana. I could train Kai Havertz as well, technically. Although I'm intrigued to see how these guys grow. I don't want to overly influence how they grow initially, because I'm quite curious to see actually if they grow quite well off their own back without the helping hand of some training. I'll definitely train Oriana, and we'll take it from there with regards to the rest of the squad. I'm not sure if I will for the time being. Feel free to let me know in the comments section what you think I should do. I might train Hakimi, to be fair. All of my fullbacks have decent potential or are promising players. Retsos, I could train Retsos actually, 18 years of age. Although his tackling is not bad, 76 stand tackle, 70 slide. Definitely going to train Oriana though. So let's do that first. Hard. And should be able to... Can I try... Oh, not Henriks. Can I train him in another defensive area as well? I can't. Okay, so we're going to do that. Passing wise, short pass. I'll try and improve his passing and his long passing and his crossing, because you guys know I like my wing backs to push forward and get involved in the attack. So we shall do his short passing and his long passing. And then... I'm not sure. I will leave it open to you guys. Core, I might transfer list him, you know. I'm going to transfer list him. I'm going to transfer list Core. I'm going to simulate that. Let me know what I should do with those other 2 slots with regards to the training module, and I will act upon it in the next episode, because I'm not sure at the minute. I'm not sure who to concentrate on. But Oriana's already up a rating, which is great. In fact, it may even have gone up 2 there to 44 from 42. So, superb. What was I going to do? I was going to put your man on the transfer list, wasn't I? I could do that from the squad hub. Where are you, my man? Core. Recently arrived, so I can't sell him. Great. Okay, well, let's go and play Bayern Munich then, shall we? Transfer for Julian Baumgartlinger immediately. Which I shall be rejecting. And we shall push forward again. Ulreich in goal for Bayern Munich. Alaba, Vertonghen, Boateng and Kimmich. With Vidal sat there holding. Gnabry, Martinez, Tolisso and Lucas Vazquez wide right. With Thomas Müller on his own up top. A 4-1-4-1 with Lewandowski, Thiago, Neuer on the bench. Could be a difficult game, this one. Talk about baptism of fire. Welcome to the Bundesliga. Well, that's to say, Gnabry. It's just pure pace at times, Gnabry. Here's Thomas Müller. Oh, the 2 defenders run into each other. It's a good save by Leno, trying to get rid of it. That was very nearly the worst possible start to my tenure here at Bayer Leverkusen, wasn't it? Defenders running into each other to very nearly concede a goal to Bayern Munich. Lucas Vazquez linking up well. Cross could come in here. Read that, thank you. And Wendell will take it back. Oh, that was close. So Bender steps in. Bailey's going to have the pace to keep that in. Bender will go down the line here looking for Kevin Volland. Played in well. Drops the shoulder. Cross it in. Not a bad delivery. Alaba heads away, but it might drop to a white shirt, and it has done. Wendell gets it down there to Aranguiz. I'll look for Julian Brandt. Help it round the corner. Kevin Volland, you see outside of his left foot, but it's well blocked by the Bayern defence. My first chances in this game, and after 10 minutes, it's still 0-0. Bailey to Lars Bender. Kevin Volland still in front of me. Bender got a man on his shoulder. Oh, that is a nasty tackle. He might be in trouble here, Joshua Kimmich. That was from behind, and he's injured the man, and the referee isn't even going to book him. He hurt Lars Bender there. You saw the little injury symbol come up. I've turned away from him, and that's at least a yellow. At least a yellow. I can't believe he's not even pulled out any sort of card there. It's a good delivery in him. Unfortunately, it's Julian Brandt that's up for the header. We saw in pre-season just how embarrassingly poor he is at shooting with his head, but Weisswurst looked to squeeze that through. Thomas Müller intercepts well. I can't believe Kimmich hasn't been booked for that at the very least. Questions of whether he should even still be on the pitch. That was a nasty foul. Let me know in the comments whether you think that should have been a red card or not. Oh, it's a lovely ball through, and the way it passes is superb, but Leno saved. Lucas Vazquez had the time and space there to not need to take that first time. Luckily, he's shown an error in judgment there, and it's meant that we can stay at 0-0. Bayern have been by far the better team, as you would expect, perhaps. Julian Brandt looked through there towards Aranguiz, but it's well defended. Struggling here. Referee gave the foul, but they'll take the advantage. Here's Corentin Tolisso. Forward there to Serge Gnabry. Oh, nice tackle by Mitchell Weiser, and thankfully we've been able to get it away. Been slightly lucky in defence that they haven't been able to find a clear-cut opportunity. They've had the opportunity to, they just haven't taken any chances yet. Lars Bender driving into this space and still going. Not really sure what Jerome Boateng was doing there, but Leon Bailey can give us a 1-0 lead here away from home at the Allianz Arena. Terrible defending from Jerome Boateng. Just didn't bother trying to intercept Lars Bender at all. Let him run straight past him. I don't really understand what was going through the German's mind there as I ran across. Perhaps he wasn't wanting to dangle a leg and take me down, but top finish from Leon Bailey. Our first goal in the Bundesliga comes through our Jamaican winger. 1-0 Leverkusen. Driving forward, trying to step in. I've missed the ball. Gnabry's got the space to get into the box now. Lays it back. Müller being overly physical with him there with Jonathan Tah, which I had to do. Tolisso shot is blocked, and Sven Bender just has to hack that clear before A Bayern Munich man gets there first to tuck it into an empty net as the keeper had already committed to a dive the other way. Here's Arturo Vidal. Forward there to Corentin Tolisso, back to Vidal again. Bayern looking for the equaliser. But they just can't find a way through at present. Really solid first half for us here. Not overly convincing either offensively or defensively, but we have somehow gotten ourselves a 1-0 lead. Wendell. Down the line to Leon Bailey. Oh, lovely little back heel, and Lars Bender could whip in a delivery here. All right, has come for it. Bellarabi gets the loose ball, but we still could have the chance. Aranguiz closed down by Vidal. Very unconvincing at the back there by Munich. Aranguiz with the delivery. Bailey's underneath. I don't know what happened. Genuinely, hell of a volley, but I got two deflections with my... Oh, I think it came off a defender and then onto the bar. I got two deflections with my controller and I had no idea whether it was man, bar, post. Obviously came off the bar with the final touch, but that was a stunning volley from Leon Bailey. Inches away from getting himself a second goal. What a goal it would have been. Arabi, forward to Julian Brandt. Arturo Vidal in close proximity to me. Even closer proximity to the ball as he runs away with it. Thomas Muller looking to squeeze that through, but it's a poor pass. Again, try and get in behind here. And again, Arturo Vidal stands firm. Very good defensive work from him in that one CDM role that they're playing. The 4-4-1-1, I feel, has been slightly too defensive for Bayern Munich in this game. They haven't threatened, as you might expect they would do at home. Might be early season rustiness. We'll put it down to that if things stay as they are, but we have slightly edged possession, as you could tell top left. Javi Martinez going off now. Presumably it was Thiago coming on. It was indeed. Thiago Alcantara on the pitch now. Here he is on the ball immediately. And into Muller. Back to Thiago, to Muller again. He's got options. One of which is Alaba. Good save by Leno. Strong right hand. Corner again. Lucas Vasquez. Again, the man's going to come short. Will it work this time around? Bernd Leno's made 6 saves in this game so far. It's James that came short for that. James Rodriguez off the bench now, but he's not going to keep up with Karim Bellarabi. I don't think there's anyone on the pitch that could keep up with Karim Bellarabi other than perhaps my own Leon Bailey. Try and get this to Folland. Oh, but Vertonghen reads it. Try that wide there to Leon Bailey. And around the corner nicely to Lars Bender. Was involved in the goal that gave us the lead. Oh! And was very nearly the goal scorer of the second. Lewandowski coming on for Bayern Munich now. He still has 12 minutes to make a difference. But he is going to have to make that difference if they want anything from this. Vidal. Forward to Lewandowski. Bellarabi's just fast enough to pick that off. That's a terrible pass out of defence though. And Bobby's in behind. Vidal with a 1-2. James. Don't let him shoot when he's left. I won the ball. I'm certain I won the ball there. Will we see a replay? I don't think so because I'm making some substitutions. 3 in fact. Lucas Vasquez, the man, stood over the set piece. Lewandowski there with him. James is there too. Lewandowski does lay it off to the Colombian, who on his weak foot pulls out the best of the best. That right-footed effort buried in the very top corner. Set piece from the training ground from Bayern Munich, and that is untouchable. Absolutely unreachable for any goalkeeper. There's no chance anyone's getting anywhere near that. World class from James Rodriguez. Off the bench, makes the difference, 1-1. Ball lumped over the top. Vidal wins it, and Jerome Boateng brings it down. Lucas Vasquez quickly to Lewandowski, little back heel. Lucas Vasquez! Heart in mouth as I saw the net ripple, but it was side netting only from Lucas Vasquez. Not far wide at all. They could even have won it here in the last few stages, Bayern Munich. Lario does well to win that header. We could even win it in the last few stages. Kevin Volland played in behind. Sven Ulreich's with him! Oh, in off the post! Volland does it! It is going to be a win here. I forget, with the Bundesliga marketing or Bundesliga licensing package, the goal doesn't actually update until after the replay. Oh, what's a ball through? And Volland, yeah, he took it on his right. Keeper sprinted at him. He just squeezed it. Didn't have much of an angle to play with, and he just, gets it. It's the spin on the ball. He had to kind of cross it like that. If he hit it through the middle, it would have gone quite clearly wide, but Oh, wow. I thought they pulled it back. Well, they had pulled it back. I thought they were going to get themselves a point there. Bayern Munich when James scored that goal. But it is going to be all 3 for Bayer Leverkusen. I don't deserve it, I don't think. But I will take it. We've got Hoffenheim on the horizon. We might not yet come away with all 3 points. Ha! We very nearly didn't. Lewandowski's effort going wide of the target by smallest of margins. Alario with a great header there. And that is going to be a win in our first Bundesliga game. Very, very pleased with that. Oh, I'm not sure I deserved it, but I'll take it. I did just edge it on chances created, but my keeper made a number of saves. Right, Hoffenheim next. Can we get back-to-back wins? Juventus have offered for Benjamin Henrichs. You guys reckon he is a very, very promising player. I wouldn't consider selling him regardless because of squad depth, but hopefully he will prove to be a very good player for us in this save. I'm hoping that everybody we've brought in so far, our 2 acquisitions, Hakimi and Golovin, will also turn out to be good acquisitions and grow very well for us. There's a lot of potential in this Dortmund side, a lot of young players. We are 6th after that first game and could yet fall further down. The game that we played against Bayern was actually the first game of the season. You know, it was a curtain raiser for the league. We played on the Friday, and everybody else played on the Saturday, and now some playing on the Sunday as well. Transfer offer for Tin Jedvaj. Again, going to have to reject at this stage because I quite simply don't have the squad depth. I wonder if our Europa League groups have been... Are we even in the Europa League this season? I don't know. As Leverkusen are in Europe this year, are they? Let's have a look. I'll scroll through. Europa League. No, if we haven't got any European games scheduled, then no European football for Bayer Leverkusen this year. Right, pushing further forward then. Let's get towards that Hoffenheim game unless we get any more transfer offers. Baumann in goal for Hoffenheim. Schultz, Vogt, Bikacic, Hübner and Kaderabek at the back. They're playing 5-3-2. Ilyaramendi in their midfield, interestingly. Kramaric and Okazaki up top. I've made a couple of changes to my starting 11. They've got Belfodil on the bench who can make a difference. Bittencourt as well, who of course was one of the transfers we made before starting this. They were brought in Golovin at centre mid. I just had a look on a pronunciation website and it's Golovin is how you pronounce it, so that's how I shall be pronouncing it from here on out. We've got Hakimi at right back and Retsos at centre back. Other than that, it's the same 11 that beat Bayern Munich. Let's see if we can beat Hoffenheim. And no, bowl that out there to Wendell. To Bender. Short to Golovin. Across to Hakimi. Got that first touch. If you can get in behind here though, there's plenty of space for Karim Bellarabi to then whip a delivery. And Julian Brandt tried to get there with a diving header, but the keeper's done well to punch that away. And Yaramendi finds Damirbay, and they might be on the counter-attack here. Kramaric, good tackle by Bender. Surprised that there was that much space out wide, considering they're playing 5 defenders at the back. It's not a 3-5-2, it's a 5-3-2. Definitely 5 defenders rather than 3 and 2 midfielders. It's a lovely ball into Julian Brandt, who spun well, but if he'd have stayed on his feet, he could have gotten to the loose ball, but he didn't. Frustrating opening 15 minutes so far, although that... frustrating opening 15 minutes. Bellarabi. Throw it back to Hakimi, who's pushed forward. In there to Golovin. Holds off the man. Bender to Leon Bailey. Expect me to go back onto my left, which to be fair I was trying to do. Bender out to Wendell. In there to Bailey. There's Golovin. Look to Bailey again. On the right foot. Ooh, was travelling, but keeper picked it off. 22 minutes played. Still 0-0 here in our first home game of the league season. Bellarabi. Around the corner there to Volland. Look to get it to Julian Brandt, who's right-footed, so we'll get it back on his right. Good save by Baumann, and it won't reach the corner. Unfortunately, it's going to be 0-0 and no chance from a set piece. Good opportunity that for Julian Brandt. I really should have done a bit better with it, but never mind. Still learning with this Leverkusen side who's good at what and finding my groove with it. Clearly, we've settled in well enough after beating Bayern Munich in our first game, but there's still a long way to go. Wendell. To Bailey, back to Bender, looking for the runner Julian Brandt, try and turn inside, which he's done very well, and time the pass to get it to Volland. Couldn't have come much closer. Great strike from Kevin Folland, but off the top of the bar and over. He's got Okazaki in front of him. He's got Schultz out wide. Driving in behind here, Schultz. Cross comes in, and it will find the man at the back post. I can't believe they've not taken the lead. What a chance. Unbelievable miss from their man. Lovely footwork from Karim Bellarabi, looking to accelerate away. Can we punish them by going up the other end and scoring to go 1-0 up? Maybe. Why have you ducked out the way of it? Yes, we can. But what are you doing, Kev? You're a striker and you ducked out the way of the ball. I get very lucky with the fact it drops to Julian Brandt there. But you're a striker and you do that. Get so lucky. I can't believe he's gone and done that, Kevin Folland. He came close to scoring earlier on with a shot off the bar. Could have come close to scoring again if he'd actually tried that. But never mind. We've gone 1-0 up regardless. And it was the last kick of the game. Or the half. Not the game. There's still another 45 to go. Pull that back there for Bender. Across to Wendell. Space for Leon Bailey. Poor defensive positioning. Cross the ball in. Oh, cleared away. Only as far as Bender. Golovin is there. There's Bailey. Spin well. Bailey! Good save. Can Brandt get to that? No. Cleared away. Still looking for that second goal to put the game beyond any reasonable doubt. Hoffenheim have been poor going forward, but pretty solid defensively. As you can see, top left, we've got Mainz coming next. That'll be in the next episode. But can we go into that game on the back of 2 straight victories to start the league season? It looks likely at this point. Bailey just driving forward. Keep running, sir. Keep running. Keep running. Pull it back and find Schultz knock. A teammate. Oh, win it back again. Bailey! Saved. Tart. Bender. Golovin given away. Shinji Okazaki looking to work something here for Hoffenheim. Been very underwhelming so far in the game, but this is a great move that would have ended in a decent goal had Retsos not been in the way. Good defending from the youngster. That's what we like to see. He and Hakimi have both been good in this game, as has Golovin, to be fair. All three have stepped in to first team positions and looked very comfortable in those first team positions. So it gives me more confidence moving forward that the squad depth, despite the fact they don't necessarily have the rating, they may actually still be capable players. Julian Brandt gets caught on that there. Hakimi played in. His first touch does need some work, Hakimi. He hasn't been amazing, but he's just been solid enough. And we have ourselves a 2-0 lead. Julian Brandt goes one way, then back the other, and slots it home. His second, our second, 2-0 in the 70th minute. Corner for Hoffenheim. The keeper is up. Kind of pointless this early on in the season, but they've gone for it nonetheless. Folland might get to this, although Grifo's got the legs to get there ahead of him. Fresh legs off the bench. Ball back into the box maybe. New signing for them, Grifo, one of the ones that we put through when we updated the save, and the referee should do us a favour now, and that's back-to-back wins in the Bundesliga. Our first clean sheet. I'm very pleased with that. Players that came in did very well. Julian Brandt stepping up, that was a lot more straightforward than the game against Bayern Munich. They've gone and drawn against Werder Bremen as well. Bayern Munich not having the best of starts to the season here. Underwhelming against me, although probably the better team. And clearly underwhelming again in their second game. Interest shown in Philip Max apparently. £12 million offered for him from Hertha Berlin. But like I say, we're not gonna go out and sign anyone else now this window. I'm gonna save that money for January and hope that in fact I could spend it on youth scouts, you know. Do I? Do I spend it on youth scouts? I'd be 70-30 in favour of not spending it on youth scouts. But perhaps I could sign one top quality youth scout. We'll have to wait and see what you guys reckon. A loan offer for Retsos from Vitesse Arnhem, but you normally get Chelsea players. You're not going to have one of mine. Right, 10 hours to go then in transfer deadline day. Top sales so far. Marek Hamšík to Chelsea for 49.6. Brahimi to City for 43.9 and Wilfred Zaha to Paris Saint-Germain for £37 million. You didn't see that coming. Neither did I, to be fair. Viejo has gone to West Ham. Julian Baumgartling has had an offer in for him here. We shall be rejecting from Spartak Moscow. Apparently keen on him in Russia. That's 2 Russian sides that have now applied for him. It's not a job application, is it? They've put in a bid for him. Interest shown in Emil Forsberg. Leipzig have had an offer from Napoli for him, but I definitely don't have the money for him right now. That might be a big deal going through. Barcelona signed Thiago Silva for £41.2 million. That's a big move, a very big move. We aren't involved in European football this year, but next year that could be very, very important, considering we might well draw Barcelona in the group stage, providing that we qualify for the Champions League, of course, which I'd like to think we will do. Nearly 200 million spent now on transfer deadline day, but none of it. Only the one big deal that's made the top deals tab. That's another big deal gone through, surely. We just jumped up another 100 million or so, but nothing over the £41 million. Falcao has gone to Dortmund, as you can see there. 305 million. Have a quick run through of everybody's spending. Right, so let's see. Augsburg, 3 in, 1 out there. Bayern, Robben out, Ribery and Bernat, Vertonghen and Vasquez in, both of which played against us. Surprised to see Robben leave. Ribery, understandable, but Robben, Bernat leaving too. Helvedi and Galan in. Kalu out at Hertha Berlin, as well as Plattenhardt and Stark. Werder Bremen have made a couple of signings, also loaning out a couple of players. Falcao, Kenny and Ander Kappa in at Borussia Dortmund with Schmelzer, Piszczek and Derm. They've sold 3 wing-backs. Brave from Borussia Dortmund to do that. Very brave, because I don't think they've got any other wing-backs, have they, outside of Schmelzer, Piszczek and Derm? Fortuna Düsseldorf done a little bit. Frankfurt have done a little bit. Freiburg have done a little bit. Is that Gibbs? Kieran Gibbs in at Freiburg, apparently. A lot of business done by Hanover, but no massive fees involved. Hoffenheim have done a little bit. Okazaki just played against me. Mariano was on the bench for them, and Ilyaramendi came in as well. Stendel and Taseyev in at Leipzig, with Klosterman, Forsberg and Saracchi going out. Leipzig, of course, flexing their financial muscles there. I've not done much. Hakimi and Golovin in, with Özcan, Lerm and Poyampalo going out. All 3 on... No, Lerm was sold. The other 2 on loan. No, Oztan was sold. Lerm and Poyampalo out on loan. Jose Gaia, Vargas and Carvalho in at Borussia Mönchengladbach, and they've made a darn sight of improvements to other teams' lineups, with Stindl, Elvedi, Johnson, Raphael and Traore all leaving. 86.4 million made for Mönchengladbach. Significantly weakened themselves though. Mainz made quite a few signings coming in, but not spent too much. Schalke, Badel and Vitinho coming in, with DeSanto, Konoplyanka and Estasic going out. A little bit for Stuttgart, Plattenhardt in. We saw him leave Hoffenheim earlier on. Guido Vogi out at Wolfsburg, with Borja Mayoral, De Jong and Lecu coming in. And that is how the window goes in Germany. Not much spent by me. We are, like I say, we won Manager of the Month. Cheers then. Not much spent by me, but a good start to the league season. We are 2nd behind Augsburg. Bayern 14th, up to just a point from their opening 2 games. That will change before the end of the season, I would presume. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll have a squad report in the next episode. So we'll play Mainz and Freiburg and have a squad report, and then we'll be up to 3 games per video after that. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know all the points that I mentioned there in that video, mainly the youth scout thing and the training thing. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you tomorrow.